When Prince William ascends to the throne, the monarchy will enter a new era filled with significant changes. His reign will not only impact the British royal family, but also the entire country and the Commonwealth. From the national anthem to government functions, the shift in leadership will be seen in every corner of British life. Let's explore 20 things that will happen when Prince William becomes king. 1. Prince William's regnal name. One of the first things that will change is Prince William's regnal name. As king, William will choose the name by which he is known. While many assume he will be King William V, it's not certain. Historically, British monarchs have chosen regnal names that are different from their birth names. For example, King George VI was born Albert Frederick Arthur George, but chose to reign as George to maintain continuity. William could decide to use any name from his full title, including Arthur or Philip, but it's most likely he will follow tradition and continue the legacy of King William. 2. Kate becomes Queen Consort. As Prince William's wife, Kate Middleton's title will also change when he becomes king. She will be known as Queen Consort, the traditional title for the wife of a reigning monarch. Unlike a ruling queen, like Queen Elizabeth II, who has governing power, Kate's role will be supportive, representing the royal family, attending state functions, and continuing her charity work. While Kate won't have the same authority as a sovereign queen, she will still play an important role in the monarchy. 3. Prince George moves up with William as king. His eldest son, Prince George, will become first in line to the throne. This means that George's role will shift significantly, and he will eventually receive the title of Prince of Wales, just as William did when his father, Charles, became king. Although George is still young, this change will mark the beginning of his preparations for future leadership. As he matures, his responsibilities and public appearances will increase, just as William's did under Queen Elizabeth II. 4. Succession law protects Princess Charlotte. Thanks to the Succession to the Crown Act of 2013, Princess Charlotte's position in the line of succession is secured. The act abolished male primogeniture, which previously gave priority to sons over daughters. As the second-born child of Prince William, Charlotte will remain second in line to the throne regardless of the birth of a younger brother, Prince Louis. This change reflects a more modern and equal approach to succession. 5. The national anthem will change. One of the most immediate changes when Prince William becomes king will be the national anthem. The anthem, God Save the King, was updated when Queen Elizabeth II passed away. However, when William becomes king, the anthem will remain the same. The tradition of altering the anthem's lyrics based on the monarch's gender dates back to the 18th century. This will mark the first time in British history that the anthem does not require a change, as Queen Elizabeth was the first queen to pass the throne to a male monarch. 6. New currency, featuring King William. Another significant change will be the redesign of British currency. The portraits of British monarchs are featured on the nation's coins and banknotes, and once William becomes king, his image will replace King Charles III's. This change won't happen overnight, and the royal day. Mint will gradually introduce new currency. Interestingly, British monarchs always face the opposite direction on currency compared to their predecessor, so William will face left, unlike King Charles, whose portrait faces right. 7. Mourning period for the former monarch. When a new monarch ascends the throne, the country enters a period of mourning for the passing monarch. This mourning period lasts for 10 to 12 days, during which public events are cancelled, flags are flown at half-mast, and the country reflects on the reign of the previous monarch. This period will likely mirror the mourning observed when Queen Elizabeth II passed, as the country honours the life and legacy of King Charles III. 8. The Queen's funeral as a guide. The funeral of King Charles III will serve as a model for how the nation commemorates a monarch's passing. It will be a state funeral, just like Queen Elizabeth II's, with world leaders, dignitaries, and the royal family gathering to pay their respects. The event will be held at Westminster Abbey, in keeping with centuries of tradition. Following the funeral, the focus will shift to the formal recognition of William as the new monarch. 9. The Accession Council declares the new king. One of the first official duties after the death of a monarch is the convening of the Accession Council. This council formally declares the new king and is made up of senior government officials, members of the Privy Council, and key figures from across the Commonwealth. The declaration is read aloud, and the new monarch takes an oath to uphold the laws and governance of the nation. 10. The Coronation Ceremony. The coronation is the most significant moment in the transition to a new monarch. This elaborate ceremony marks the official beginning of William's reign, while the core traditions of the coronation, such as the anointing with holy oil and the presentation of royal regalia, will remain unchanged. It's expected that William's coronation will incorporate more modern elements to reflect contemporary Britain. The ceremony will take place at Westminster Abbey, just as it has for every British monarch since William the Conqueror. 11. William's role as head of state as king. William will serve as the ceremonial head of state for the United Kingdom and several Commonwealth nations. His role will involve acting as a unifying figure, representing national identity, continuity, and tradition. While William won't have political power, he will perform various ceremonial duties such as opening Parliament, approving state documents, and representing Britain on diplomatic visits abroad. During times of national crisis, he will offer reassurance